sounds a
I
bit,
mean the
a bit
moon.
stupid.
I mean the moon, the whole moon. Go under my bed. Do you believe me or not?
The whole moon goes under your bed. That's a bit ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So how come a spring of water, which is smaller than my bed, because a spring of water is going to be a little hole in the ground, water coming out. How come under my bed is ridiculous, but the sun, the whole sun going in a spring of water, which is a small, tiny water, spring, not a river, not a lake, it's a spring. A spring can be in the size of your finger. A spring of water is where the sun is landing. It is not ridiculous, but the sun goes under my bed. I will give you something very easy. Like I showed you a verse in the Quran. I don't know. You ignore it. Do the sun set in the murky water?
Which one? What did you say? The sun sets in murky water. It. You want me to explain this?
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah, in the sense where like it's set, like for example, it sets. How do I explain this? It sets over the horizon.
It's set over the horizon?
Yeah, and in the sense where like, you know, the sun sets.
And over the horizon there's a muddy spring of water?
He found it setting. Yeah, no, setting. He found it setting in a like not actually going inside the water, but man, this is like the kalam of the Mu'tazila, man.
What Mu'tazila? This is what the Quran saying, guys. The Quran saying.
No, man, but this is trying to apply majaz upon the Quran.
No, you see the Mu'tazila. You see Muslims. You are the one who fabricate. You say things. You the Muslim. Like,
he found it. No. Look, he found it setting in the. No, man. Look. By the way, look, the sun.
Okay,
the sun
I wanna go with you step by step. He reached the setting place of the sun. Where is that?
He reached the setting place of the sun. I don't know. Setting place of the sun. Like meaning in this. I don't know what setting place of the sun means.
Where is that? Where is that located? He reached. He was going, and then he keep going. This guy spent his life traveling to occupy the world. So now he reached after many years. He reached the setting place of the sun. Where is that?
Where specific in the word in the world?
Well, according to the Quran, Allah is telling us about the journey of Zulqarnain.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jews, they asked him to tell him about, as they said, Muhammad, tell us about Prophet Zulqarnain. Muhammad, he believed him that he's a prophet, so he started making up stories. This is a story written by a guy, his name Yaqub al-Suryani, Jacob the Syriac. Fictional story about a real person, his name Alexander the Great. So in the fictional story, this guy, he kept going, until he reached the sitting place of the sun, which means the end of the world. But this is a specific place, and he found the sun sitting in a boiling spring, not muddy, Aynun Hamya, which means boiling, it's muddy in the same time, but it's boiling with a blazing heat.
Okay.
Who can explain to us this verse correctly?
Who can explain the verse correctly?
Probably
the Prophet, or then the Sahaba.
That's wonderful. Shall we see what the Prophet said about it?
Okay.
All right. You see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right. Read it.
I was sitting behind the messenger. Okay. The sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this sets?" I replied, "The messenger." He said, "It sets in a spring of warm water." Hamiyya.
So? You told me horizon. You were lying to me a second ago.
What do you mean? What do you mean I was lying to you?
You said to me horizon. What horizon? Your prophet, he said, this is true. He'd set in a spring of boiling water, not just warm. Translation is false. Hamia is a blazing hot.
Blazing hot, okay.
Yeah. So did your prophet give correct interpretation for the Quran, or he's a fufu? He's like Mimi Hijab. He's like Mimi Hijab do innovation.
No, man, he doesn't actually say inside water. Like the sun isn't big enough to sit inside water.
He said it's set in a spring of boiling hot water.
Actually, you know what? Instead of Sunnah.com, if you actually want to use a better website, it's Hadith
My
Unlocked.
friend, I don't care for this because this one is in English and people here don't speak English. Okay.
But Hadith Unlocked is better. Well, no, I'll switch to Hadith Unlocked. Because Sunnah.com. Wait, no, I'll bring up the same Hadith. It's in English, by the way. The thing is the same in English. For Abu Dawood.
Okay, so now asking you, did your prophet say it's set in boiling water? Did he say that or not?
Let me check the proper translation.
What proper translation?
Because there's certain things. There's certain things that,
are you saying to me that those Muslims, they did not prove proper translation?
Sunnah.com doesn't have some bad translation. Okay, so it says in the.
Do you think they are kuffar?
Yo, what? Man, why did I say this, man? Wallahi, you sound like what's called Shahada. People who make takfir on this. Khawarij.
Okay, read with me this. It says this is Sahih. Here we go. I don't know. I'm not going to use your.
No. Okay.
Hold on. Here we
go. I know what you're gonna pull up, man. I know what you're gonna pull up. Go ahead.
All of those hadith are authentic. All right.
Yes, I know, but the translation. I'm saying translations can be mistakes.
Let me show you. Here we go. And this is your prophet, and this is the ruling. It says Sahih. Yes. So I'm not going to show you any one translation. I'm showing you. This is even Google translation. Here we go. Very simple.
I was with the prophet.
I know.
May God bless him and grant him peace on a donkey, and he was wearing a rag or velvet jacket. He said, that was at sunset. He said to me, O Abu Dar, do you know where the sun sets? He said, I said, God and his messenger know best. He said, for it sets in a hot spring. It sets out until it prostrates itself before its Lord under the throne. When the time has come for it to come out, God gives it permission, and it goes out and rises. If he wants to bring it up from where it sets, he stops it. She says, Lord, it is my path far away, so he says to her, come out from where you were, for that is when her faith will be of no benefit to a soul. More narrator, Abu Dar al-Ghafari updated by Shub al-Arnaut source, graduation from Al-Musnad by Shub page or number 21,459 summary of the hadith's ruling, its chain of transmission is authentic.
Is it authentic?
I know it's not. I know that it's not
okay. So it is authentic. It is authentic.
Yes.
And your prophet, he claimed that there is a location where the sun set, and that location is a spring of boiling water. Isn't it this is clear that your prophet is a fraud?
No.
No? So now if I claim to be a prophet, and I say to them that the moon goes every day and sits in my bathtub, still I am not a liar.
I know, does the moon set?
If I say that I am a prophet and the moon goes every day and sits under my bed, and then you will not call me a liar.
For saying the moon sets every day and
under my bed.
Under your bed.
Uh-huh.
But when the sun sets, it depends what you mean by that. I mean,
no, I mean the moon. I mean the moon, the whole moon. Go under my bed. Do you believe me or not?
The whole moon goes under your bed.
Uh-huh.
That's a bit ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So how come a spring of water, which is smaller than my bed, because a spring of water is going to be a little hole in the ground, water coming out. How come under my bed is ridiculous, but the sun, the whole sun going in a spring of water, which is a small tiny water, spring, not a river, not a lake, it's a spring. A spring can be in the size of your finger. A spring of water is where the sun is landing. It is not ridiculous, but the sun goes under my bed is ridiculous for you.
Yeah, because you have to check. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What?
I don't. I know what to say now.
I do not know what to say. Okay, you know what? I will be fair with you. Give me the question you came for.
Okay. Yeah. So my question was, do you know fiqh?
No, I do not know. Like, I never met him.
No. I mean, like, do you know what fiqh means?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. In Christianity, do you have like something like fiqh?
Well, you see, in Christianity, we have something called liturgy, which you study the Bible and you go deep and you become more, let's say, you want to be a monk or a scholar, etc. However, this is not required for a Christian because the Bible is so simple, it's so easy to understand. And when Jesus, he speak to us, he was speaking to farmers, he was speaking to villagers, he was speaking to people who they are normal in the street. They don't have degrees, they don't have PhD. So the Bible is for everybody. Somebody, he is a genius, and somebody, he is just a normal average person. In your religion, your God can't explain his book, your prophet cannot explain his book, and you Muslim cannot explain the book. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, no. Could you? Okay. So could you give me like I don't know. Do you know any books about that topic?
Oh, there is. You can search. There's millions of books, but for me, I don't recommend any book except the Bible because this is the only book is valid for me. For any other book is a book of teachers. Like you wanna learn about the Bible, you don't learn it from me. You learn it from the Bible itself. If God cannot explain himself in his book, that means this God is the worst of authors. And this is what happened to you Muslims. So your God cannot explain himself. So he claimed that his Quran have some are clear and some not clear. In fact, nothing in the Quran is clear. I challenge you, Al-Salafi, to show me one chapter in the Quran is clear or not stupid. Just one. Choose
chapter.
One.
A chapter or verse?
Any chapter. Choose a chapter at least. I mean, verse, you can give me 2 words, and then what I will show you. Give me a chapter. You have 114 chapters. Give me one is not stupid.
Not as one mutashabih, like meaning like
stupid. I will show you that it's stupid. Whatever the word stupid mean.
I don't know. Let's go for the first one, first chapter.
First chapter. Do you mean 96 or 1?
The first chapter in the Mus'haf.
Yeah, first chapter is 96.
In the Mus'haf, I said in the Mus'haf.
I know it's 96.
No, the number 1 in the Mus'haf is the Fatiha.
Which Mus'haf? Mus'haf of who?
The Mus'haf that we have now.
Oh, you are talking the book of Uthman.
Yes.
Not the book of Muhammad, no problem. But if
not in the okay.
Okay.
No. This is just how it's organized. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
What do you mean how to organize? Who gave you the authority to change the word of Allah? If Allah gave you the first one.
What do you mean? What do you mean change?
Are you saying to me Allah gave you this one to be the first, but he was mistaken?
No, it's just how we organize stuff.
What's wrong with Allah organizing? Allah, he organized it the way he wants. He gave Muhammad this one first. So you Muslims, you claim you did not corrupt the Quran, and suddenly you throw it at the end, and you make the one at the end in the beginning. But I will go with you. You said number 1, which is not number 1, it's number 5. But I will go with you. Here we go. We go to number 1. Al-Fatiha. Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this? Allah, he say in the name of Allah.
In the name of Allah, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Who's talking?
Okay. Who's speaking right now?
Who's talking?
You mean like this is the speech of Allah?
Okay, so Allah, he's saying in the name of Allah?
Yeah.
In the name of Christian Prince, how are you doing? Can I say to you now, in the name of Christian Prince?
I mean, it wouldn't. In English, no, people don't say that.
In Arabic, we can.
I don't know. I'm not speaking. I don't know.
So you see, you choose for me a chapter. It's so stupid because there's no way Allah is talking. Because if Allah is talking, He would not say in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. And then He says, thanks to Allah. Like Allah saying thanks to Allah. What the heck is that? I mean, if I am Allah, and then I say all the praise and thanks to Allah. Hey, thank you, Christian Prince. Nice to meet you. Hey guys, I am in the name of Christian Prince. All thanks to Christian Prince. Praise to Christian Prince. He is the best of a prince. For he is a Christian Prince. Thanks to me. He don't even say thank. He didn't say the word me. He didn't say I. I mean, obviously the one who wrote this is making a prayer to his God. This is not Allah's talking. It cannot. And then he says, "You alone we worship." Who's talking?
Who's talking now?
Isn't it Allah is talking?
This is Kalam Allah.
Okay.
We're directing it to Allah. Yeah.
So Allah, He says, "You we worship." He's talking to who? Allah talking to who? He worship who?
No, Allah doesn't worship anything.
But here it says, "You alone we worship."
No, but but look, if you see up, it's kind of like, how do I explain this? Kind of like us directing the speech to Allah. So us directing the speech to Allah.
Who is the one who made the speech? You said to me, Allah.
Obviously.
Okay, if Allah is talking, you cannot, you cannot switch the second person to be you.
This is the speech of Allah.
No, this is the speech of Allah. So why Allah saying?
I'm saying, this is the speech of Allah. But I'm saying the speech of Allah is not created. That's what I meant. So He didn't make it.
I did not ask you if it's created or not. This is a different story.
Okay, go ahead.
In fact, when you say the speech of Allah not created, that is a big problem. Because now, guys, the Muslim, they have two divine. They have Allah and the Quran. The Quran not created. So now we have two gods. One is Allah, and because Allah not created, okay, the Quran is what? Not created too. So Allah did not create His Quran. That means the Quran is not from Allah. The Quran is a self-sufficient, independent person. It exists.
No, it's the speech of Allah.
No. It's not. No. Allah is reading Quran. No. Allah reading Quran, but Allah did not create the Quran. I can read now a book. But
no. It's uncreated because the speech of Allah, and the speech of Allah is the sifat of Allah.
No, hold on.
Yes.
If the okay, so the word shaitan is the description of Allah in the Quran.
And
you said the speech of Allah.
Why are you jumping around, man? No, I'm saying the speech of Allah is not.
Yes, you said the speech of Allah.
The speech of Allah is not created.
You said the speech of Allah is the attribute of Allah. So the Quran says shaitan. Is shaitan the attribute of Allah?
No, the attribute of speech. The speech.
The attribute of his speech is Allah?
Is part of Allah.
Is a part. I want to go with you guys. Did you hear the word part?
No. An attribute. An attribute. Not a part. Not in the sense. Sorry, okay. No. Okay.
Do you see how silly confusing this cult, my friend? I mean, you don't know where to go.
It's an attribute. It's not a part.
I feel sorry for you.
It's not a part that makes parts up.
Listen, Salafi, you are a nice guy. I don't want to breathe to you, but don't think I'm insulting you. But I feel like you are a mice trying to hide under couches from corner to corner, and Christian Prince trying to come after you. Like, come here, come out here. You keep running away. So now, is the Quran? If the Quran not created by Allah, how the Quran came to existence?
Allah spoke it.
So what if He's talking?
Yeah, Allah spoke the Quran.
Is Allah stop talking now?
Okay.
Did Allah
There's
stop
certain
talking?
attributes.
Did Allah stop talking?
Wait, I'll answer your question. There's certain attributes. We have three types of attributes that we put in categories to understand. We have sifat al-dhatiyya, that are the ones that are connected to His essence. Attributes that are connected to His essence. We have sifat I forgot the name of it, man.
Okay.
Anyway,
so
then wait. Okay, man. I'll continue. I'll continue to explain. I'll continue to explain.
Focus with
Then
me.
no.
You're wasting my time.
Yeah, I'll continue. I'll answer your question.
Okay.
I'll answer your question.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, your misconception. Then we have the action, the sifat, the attributes that are just related to his actions. So, for example, Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arsh istawa, so the istawa, al-ulu, stuff like this. Then we have the actions, the attributes of Allah that are that are connected to his actions. So, for example, the mercy of Allah, the speech of Allah. So Allah speaks when He wills.
Okay, is Allah now still talking?
Is Allah now still talking? I don't know. I don't think so.
Is the Quran? Is there more Quran, or that's it? There is no more Quran.
The Quran is no. Obviously, Allah is going to speak more. For example, Yawm al-Qiyamah, Day of Judgment.
Now, is Allah still talking, or He is not sending more Quran?
No, he's at the moment right now he's not speaking.
Is Quran complete?
The Quran is it's finished.
There's no more Quran coming.
Quran coming? No. What?
I don't know.
You can show me. There's no more Quran that's going to come. So come in the sense it's going to get revealed. No.
Okay. So when Allah He says Muhammad is the last prophet, is He making a new Quran for a new prophet, or that's it?
The Quran. I don't understand your question. Can you repeat it?
Muhammad is the last prophet according to Muslims, correct?
Yeah.
Not Mimi Hijab.
No.
Okay. So if there's no more prophet, that means the logic is there's no more Quran.
I don't understand. When you no more Quran, the Quran is like
there is more Quran coming in the future, or Allah stopped. That's it. He will not make more Quran.
No, he stopped revealing it.
No, revealing it. So there's more.
No, there's no. Look, the Quran is complete, meaning in the sense where it's no more is going to come.
No more. So, if we want to print the Quran, is it true that we need less than 1 ounce of ink to print the whole Quran?
We don't print the Quran is kalam.
I know.
It's not.
But when we make it a print, we print it, we write it. We need like 1 ounce or 2 ounces of ink to print the whole book. Do I agree?
I don't know. Sure. I mean, if it's reasonable.
So do we need the water of the ocean to print the Quran?
To print the water of the ocean? I don't think you need the water of the ocean to print the Quran.
Yeah?
I don't think so.
We don't think so. So why your prophet, he said then that if the ocean was ink, will not be enough to print the word of Allah.
Because you can't print the word of Allah.
A second ago you said we don't need so. I don't think so.
No, I said we can't print the word of, like, for example, we cannot make the word of Allah, because the word of Allah is for.
We're not talking about making, we're talking about printing.
Printing, like, you mean putting it down, putting what Allah said on paper.
Printing in a book, yes.
Like putting it down, if you mean putting it down in a book.
Come on, you know what I'm talking. We said to you many times, printing. I use ink, obviously. Obviously, I'm talking about printing.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, printing.
So is Allah word is finished, or Allah keep making Quran?
I don't know what that means.
You said to me that Allah, He finished making Quran. No more Quran. Everybody heard you.
Yes, there's no more Quran that's going to get.
But the Quran is saying the opposite.
The Quran's finished.
The Quran is saying the opposite. If the ocean was ink, will not be enough to print the word of Allah.
you remember when I explained like partial mutashabih? Or like I went to
guys,
mutashabih?
he said this is the one is not clear. All right, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. It was nice talking to you.
Okay.
You can come later, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. He's a nice guy, but I feel sorry for him. I'm just being merciful, by the way, letting him go. I mean, as you see, stupid religion. He is the last prophet, but his God keep talking. Allah spoke his words, but Allah keep talking. And the ocean will not be enough to print the word of Allah. But the only word of Allah is the Quran, which can be printed by 1 ounce of ink. In fact, if you are using a laser machine, it's not going to get to take even that much. So when we say Islam is a stupid, I feel sorry for this guy. I advise you to leave Islam immediately, my friend. You're a victim of the stupid cult. What is this? We keep jumping like monkeys from place to place.